devastating consequences for the community, and him sort of sneaking into school, having been taken out, and finding this book called Using Energy, and on the front of it being this windmill, and just him trying to find, using junk, using scraps, using anything he could find, a way of building a wind turbine. It was just deeply inspiring. It was, to me, a young boy sort of living in the solution.
And Malawi doesn't feature a lot, doesn't get a lot of attention in terms of big feature films.
Yeah, I mean, I was thrilled when I read the book, about understanding a little bit more about Malawi than I had done previously, and really feeling, as William Kamkwamba describes his journey, this kind of, sort of teleportation experience of really kind of being in this space. And so I desperately wanted to get out to Malawi to meet William Kamkwamba, which I did about 8 years ago. I started that process of spending time with William in Malawi, and then coming back and forth, meeting his family, meeting the community, and just starting to understand its, the rich cultural life and specifics of the place.
Because getting the accuracy of, when it's so dry or when it rains, you studied all of that?
Yeah, well, tried to sort of get a real good sense of it, so that when we started to shoot the film, we really knew what we were trying to capture, basically, and to try and get a sense of not only the drought and that period, but also the excessive rains and the flooding that happened prior to that.
The film really brings out everyday rural life and culture in Malawi. There's a scene with the Gule Wamkulu dancers who dance on stilts and wear ceremonial masks. What was it like filming with them?
It was great. I thought that the Gule, were always a bit of a mystery to me. I mean, it's a sort of secret society, so they're by definition mysterious. And from my first trips out to Malawi, I was very, very curious to meet members of the Gule Wamkulu and just to have them in the film and to see whether that was going to be possible. And that was a kind of complicated experience the first few times, and frustrating. I could never find them. They were always moving on. And then eventually we were invited to a village to see the Gule Wamkulu perform, and it was an amazing experience for me. I was already deeply a fan of the kind of Malawian culture, but that even set that over the top. It was just a great experience of being really in the deep roots heart of a society and its culture and its rich experience.
Chiwetel Ejiofor, and we asked you to comment on our social media pages about the use of Chichewa in the film, and here are a few responses. Sam Bito Epifi says, as a Malawian, I'm just happy that this motivating story is being told to the world. But Chikondi Chinguo disagrees. He says, I am Malawian and I care about the pronunciation. The movie is a portrayal of life in Malawi. The language should do the same. I watched the trailer and I had to rely on the subtitles to understand some of the Chichewa words, and that is simply not on. Saifa Ima has a constructive comment. He says, Chichewa is a language with many dialects, and no one is bothered, so we regard this as another dialect, a movie dialect. And finally, Avril Mawuli, please, you people who take offense to everything. Mr. Ejiofor, it's your movie, do whatever you want with it. That's Focus on Africa. I am Hassan Aruni. Thanks for listening.
Hello, and thank you for choosing the BBC World Service. In 30 minutes, it's News Hour, and at 21 GMT, George Weah, the footballing president.
George Weah, former World Footballer of the Year, was elected President of Liberia in a landslide victory just over a year ago.
I want to be a winner, I want to perform, so I bring that energy to politics.
But is he delivering?
Then we're in the studio.
Russian author Anna Starobinets has made her name out of exploring